Every year since 1992, we have gathered here in this body for what can only be described as political theater, in which the Cuban regime tries to convince itself, tries to convince its international supporters, and tries to convince the Cuban people that the world holds it blameless for its attacks on the fundamental freedoms of its citizens and for the abysmal, despicable economic consequences of its policies. The facts are that this regime supports terrorist organizations around the globe. It is allowing mercenaries to fight in the war in Ukraine. It's propping up the Venezuelan regime, and it aids cartels. The facts are that these cartels that it props up are trafficking people, drugs, and weapons, and is aiding and abetting instability in our hemisphere. They undermine democracies in our hemisphere. I would encourage you to send the regime in Havana a message and send the Cuban people a message. No government in history has ever made a communist economy work. 2 million Cubans have left Cuba, not coming in, they are leaving, and remind the regime to start prioritizing the needs of its own people. But most of all, it's time the regime is to be held accountable for its own human rights record, for its forced labor to make charcoal and cigars, for the 700 political prisoners that it continues to hold unjustly in prisons under horrific conditions and the constant threat of abuse and torture, the people that are rising up due to the oppression, that are arrested and treated brutally, and let's hold it accountable for participating in the human trafficking of medical professionals abroad that provides a source of cash for the regime.